Hi everybody, I thought it would be important to do a recap of the 6 lesson from the 7th grade Common Core. So we're going to be solving percent problems using the proportion as well as an equation. I'm going to go through 3 different examples, setting them up proportion as well as equation. Before we do anything, we're going to view is over of equals percent over 100 represents the proportion. And that's the same as part to whole equals percent to 100. And then the equation is going to be part, or the word is equal to the whole, or the of, times the percent. Okay? So we're going to solve it 2 different ways. The final, find the original cost if the sale price is $55.50 and it's 75% off. So my is that $55.50. And I am going ahead and looking for the original cost. And they're telling me it's 75% off. Now, this right here is my sale price. So when I set up my proportion, I need to make sure that this is my sale percent. If it's 75% off, I'm being forced or choosing to pay 25%. So now I have my proportion, and this over here would be 0.25 because I changed that to a decimal. And now I can solve my proportion. 55 and 50 cents times 100 equals 25x. And I divide both sides by 25. This is a calculator unit, so I can go ahead and do 5,500 divided by 25. X is equal to 220. So my original price was $220. I paid $55.50 because I was being asked to pay 25% because it was 75% off. On this side, I can also divide both sides by 0.25. Get the same thing. X is equal to 220. All right, now it's asking me to find the discount. That's the percent I get off. I either have a coupon or they're having a sale. So that's the percent I'm looking for. The original cost was 60 and it was on sale for 45. Now, I'm not going to put 45 up here. Because I'm looking for the percent off, I want this to be the amount off that I'm actually saving. So this number right here is going to be 15 because that's the amount I'm saving, and this is the percent I'm saving. So now I can go ahead and do the same thing in terms of the equation. The original cost was 60, and it was $15 is what I'm actually saving. So I want to know the percent of 60 that's going to get me the savings of 15. And I solve that by doing 15 times 100 equals 60x. I divide both sides by 60. I have 1,500 divided by 60. X equals 25. So my actual discount is 25%. And over here, I divide by 60, and I get X is equal to 0.25. That's a decimal. I'm looking for the percent, which is an equivalent of 25%. As you notice here, I'm looking for the discount. When I'm writing my proportion, I want each part of the ratio to represent the same amount. So I'm using 15 compared to the 45. Let's do a markup. All right, so this is saying that the cost to the customer, I need to find it. If I know that the cost of the store is 110 and it's marked up 150%. So, all right, the cost to the customer is what I'm looking for. That's the part. The cost to the store is 110. Now, as I go ahead and look at this, this is the new cost. So this percent has to be the new percent, or the cost to the customer. So this needs to be the percent to the customer. The percent to the customer isn't 150% because I have to go ahead and pay the original 100%. So this new percent is 250% over 100. As you look at it, markup is the additional cost. 110 is the 100%. So I want to know the new cost compared to 250. I can also use that as an equation. My new cost, what I'm looking for, is 110. It's 2.5 of the 110. And I solve them both the same way. 100x equals 250 times 110. I divide both sides by 100. I have 250 times 110. I'm dividing that by 100. And the cost to my customer is $275, which, as you notice, is more than double because I'm paying 250% of the original. And I can solve this the same way. I don't even have to divide anything. I just end up getting 275. So as we look at these problems, we are looking at making sure that we're using the equation. Part is equal to whole times percent, which is the same equation from 6.4, and the proportion, which is the same proportion from 6.3, is over L equals percent over 100, or part to whole equals percent over 100. All right, guys, hopefully you took some notes. Hopefully this will help clarify some confusion. If you have any further questions, shoot me an email or go ahead and write them down for class. Have a good one.